Hey everyone, how's it going? In today's video, we're going to be looking at an NFT marketing case study for the Solana-based project Trippin Ape Tribe. If you've been in the NFT space for more than a month, you've definitely heard of this project. Trippin Ape Tribe was undoubtedly the hottest NFT project in the entire ecosystem about a month ago when they minted out and hit a floor price of about 70 Solanas. So in this video, we're going to be looking at what are the exact marketing strategies that this project used, what are the two factors that led to this project's success, and what is that one secret that they deployed one day before the mint to really add fuel to the fire and super boost their success. All right, let's get into it. Now, before we get into this, guys, if this is the first time we meet, my name is Leon. I'm the founder of Unfungible.xyz, an NFT strategic consulting and marketing company aimed at helping builders build. What we basically do is that we streamline the marketing process for NFT projects to make it easy for you so you can focus on doing what you do best, which is building and deploying your roadmap. So, if after watching this video you still have any questions about marketing related concerns. So if after watching this video you still have questions about how do you market your project, how do you position yourself in such a fast changing market, then feel free to book a call with myself or one of my team members by clicking in the link in the description of this video so you can learn how we can help you, how we can help your project, and how you can get involved with us. All right, with that said, let's get into the case study. So first of all, the first thing we're going to be looking at just to get an idea of the return that these guys got was what was the team payout that they received from this project. So Trippin Ape has a collection size of 10,000. I assume that 200 were left in the community wallet and 9,800 were available for minting. The mint price was 3.25 Solana, and then we have the royalties from secondary. So this is how much total volume they made on secondary markets with a 10% royalty. So times zero point 0.1. In total, they did 79,000 Solanas. That makes a total of $3.2 million at the current price of Solana, which is $40. Absolutely incredible numbers. Those are massive numbers. All right, so there's two takeaways that we can take out of this video from watching this case study. The first one is going to be the power of building strong connections in the NFT space. The second one is the power of storytelling. And I'm going to be showing you exactly how Trippin Apes use those two principles to achieve their success. Now, I do want you to stay until the end of this video so I can share a bonus, something these guys did the day before the mint to really secure that deal for them. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take you through their Twitter. I've bookmarked a couple of their tweets, some of the key moments during their launch, and I'm going to basically be sharing with you what are some of the observations I have, what are some key takeaways, and what are some important things that we need to keep in mind and we need to learn from their strategy. And after that, I'll be taking you to Discord and we'll be analyzing the entire storytelling concept of the project. All right, here we are. So this is the first ever tweet made by Trippin Ape Tribe. It was published on April 19 and has almost 17,000 likes, 10,000 retweets, and 5,000 comments. This is what it looks like. So the clinical trial begins soon. Any interaction with this post will be considered for OG and whitelist. Discord status open for now with a GIF. So something to note here is that Trippin Ape Tribe used the exact same template that every single project out there is using for the launch campaign, which is having a post with an attention-grabbing headline, then a call to action. The only difference that Trippin Ape did was that they opened their Discords right away. Typically, most projects have an engagement farming window of 5 to 7 days so they can accumulate that organic reach and then launch their Discord and fill it up. Trippin Ape Tribe were able to pull that off from the first day because these guys were already hyped before they even launched their project. So as we can see, on the same day, 2 hours after, they hit 3.5 thousand server members on Discord. Then the 12-hour recap, again, on the same day, they hit 8,000 on Discord, 5.5K on Twitter, and 400 project collab requests. The day after, 24-hour recap, they hit 12,000 on Discord. Very cool. Right here on the same day, they announced a big collab with Sets on Crack, If you guys don't know, this is a pretty OG project within the NFT space. So right here, again, second day, we see that Trolls, they made a tweet saying that Trolls asked us to spread the word in Las Vegas. Is this marketing? I don't know. I'm tripping pretty hard right now. So this is something these guys did well, is that they invested in PR. Most projects typically either don't have a marketing budget or they spend it within the Twitter ecosystem. These guys, you can tell they were ready. You can tell they were building. It's been a couple months before the actual launch, public launch of the project. And I'm going to be showing you a tweet right above that fortifies that. So day 3, we have 20,000 tribe members on Discord, probably nothing. No, like seriously, this will look like nothing soon. There we go, that's the tweet. So on April 22nd, they posted this. Every roadmap ever, we will have in real life event. The tribe in Vegas last month, they made this video. So what this tells you that is that these guys, even before being public, they were launching, they were building, they were going to seminars, they were going to conferences, and they were meeting people in this space. And that's really what led to them launching on the first day and having that rush of people coming in. Now, before we keep scrolling up, I want to take you back to the very first post, and I want to answer probably your most common question, which is, how did these guys get 17,000 likes, 10,000 retweets, and 5,000 comments? So the answer is very simple. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be going all the way down. Alrighty, here we go. Now, do keep in mind that retweets are in chronological order. So the last tweets on the list are the first ones that ever happened on a post. And this gives us a very good idea of what is it that happened at the very beginning of the creation of this account, of the creation of this post. Who were the people that kind of created that chain reaction that led to this project blowing up? And I did my own research before filming this video. And very, very, very quickly, I could tell that the type of persona that they have that were retweeting their tweet at the very beginning were not your average NFT buyers. They were not people that they got from influencer marketing, paid Twitter ads. Those were actually smart buyers, smart money that came in and were the very first to retweet Trippin Ape Tribe's tweet. As you can see here, the first person is a Mutant Ape Yacht Club. You can see right here we have D-Gods, Monkey Maxi DAO. We have high caliber NFT people that were here, and this typically does not happen. And this brings to the first principle. Connections in the NFT space is vital, it's crucial. The only reason these guys were able to blow up and probably didn't spend any marketing budget on that specific tweet was because they had all those contacts in the back. They were talking, they were nurturing relationships with them. The moment they launched, bam, they were able to take advantage of their very rich circle, the very rich circle of people, and then have that tweet up and running. And from there, that really cascaded into the rest of the project, into the organic reach that they had for the rest of the project. All right, so let's go back up. Right now, we are on April 22nd. The first tweet was made on April 19th. So this was about 3 days after. So right here, as you can see, one day after.
Our tribe has grown in numbers very quickly, maybe even so quickly that you are feeling them.
This point brings us to the idea of storytelling. One thing Trippin Ape Tribe did very well, other than building strong connection, was using the power of storytelling to push their brand. And what that did was really build a loyal base of followers around their brand. Not just people that were grinding because they wanted the whitelist, but people that were grinding because they genuinely respected and wanted to be part of that project. And as you can see, Trippin Ape Tribe got very creative in the ways they did it. They were doing it. They called those trolls transmissions. Then we had PR stunts like those. All those were used to, even though this, for example, probably didn't have any return on ad spend on the spot. I'm sure no one on the street saw this, scanned the QR code, and then ended up buying the NFT. But sharing this on social media really did create that strong, loyal following. So let's keep going up. On the 25th, right here, 2 days after Trolls' first transmission, they had their Discord hacked. 3 days after, they hit 50K on Discord and on Twitter. 1 week after that, they had 100K on Twitter. And then 6 days after that, they hit 250K. So they're doubling in size every couple of days. And then on May the 12th, they hit 300K on Twitter. Then here on May 18th, so almost exactly 1 month after launching their first tweet, they announced the initiation ceremony for their project, which is mint date, which is happening on May 24th. Again, brings back to the idea of the power of relationships. They had a very good, big AMA with Gochstein Media, another AMA with Exchange. Right here, this is interesting. This is something I see a lot of projects doing. I definitely saw Invisible Friends do that on Ethereum, if you guys are familiar. So right here, they had a one-on-one artist draw a one-on-one piece of the Trippin Ape Tribe NFT, and they had it auctioned off to the highest bidder. And that was done before the mint. And this is a common strategy that a lot of projects do. They auction off a one-on-one. And as we're going to see, this is going to increase the perceived value of the project. So right here, if we click on it and we go to foundation where this piece was auctioned off, we're going to see that this was sold. The piece right here was sold for 130 Ethereum. This all of a sudden, when people see that, oh, damn, this was sold for 130, all of a sudden it anchors the value of the NFT project really high. So whatever you come up after as a mint price, in the case of Trippin Ape was 3.25, all of a sudden it seems cheap, because one piece sold for 130. So let's keep scrolling. Right here on May 21st, our initiation ceremony will take place exclusively on Magic Eden's launchpad. So they were basically approached by Magic Eden and they will be minting on the Magic Eden launchpad. Here they had a big AMA with D-Gods, again, OG community in the space. And here, finally, they had their final tweet, their final branded related tweet before mint. Now, there's something interesting about this tweet.
News. A cult with hundreds of thousands of loyal followers are taking social media by storm. No one seems
More disciples are getting initiated in the cult by the minute.
Scientists argue that what the world is calling a cult might actually just be the
unknown individual going by.
So two good things about this video. Number one, is very professional. So it adds a lot of high perceived value to the project. This part right here, I found very powerful. I remember when I first saw that video, when they were minting, I thought, man, this is powerful. They did an incredible job because it shows all the social proof. This builds social proof. It shows how many people are involved in this, in wanting to get access to this project. So showing social proof, especially 2 days before mint, could build that added trust to your buyers. And this brings us to the final tweet for Trippin Ape. Now, one thing I do want to show you, and this is something I wanted to show you before, was actually their social media growth over time. So right here, we are on Social Blade, Twitter Analytics tool. And what we can see is Trippin Ape's growth over time. So on April 27, so remember, they launched on April 19. So almost 10 days after, they had 41K followers. 1 week after that, they hit 114. And 1 week after that, they hit 325K. And then 1 week after that, they hit 386K followers on Twitter. So you're probably asking yourself, how did they grow that quick, like so much, so quickly without paying? I'm pretty sure they spent some money on marketing. But really the strategy was, by that stage, they were already hyped. They had people paying attention and people were trying to do anything they could to get that whitelist spot. So this is a strategy, a very common strategy that all NFT projects are currently using to drive engagement and hype, is to run contests. So almost every day or every 2 days, Trippin Ape had a contest going on their page where they were giving out whitelist spots and asked people to follow, like, and retweet. And what that created was really an influx of people following, engaging, retweeting with their posts. As we can see, as we scroll up, so this is on April 19. On April 20, they had another contest. This had almost double as many interactions. Again, right here, this is another contest. And you're going to see that by the end of their month of marketing, their final couple contests had like 20,000 likes, 10,000 retweets, 5,000 comments. They had a lot going on. And this was really one of the main strategies they used. As you can see, of course, right here, if we scroll up, we're going to see that they're losing a lot of followers. Part of it is because a lot of the followers that accounts get on Twitter and on Discord, a lot of them are bots. So people that have access to 10, 20, 100 accounts that send all those accounts to engage with Trippin Ape's tweets, so you can increase, so these people can increase their chances of winning a whitelist. You got how people think. And same thing on Discord. Projects don't typically have like 112,000 people. That's a lot of people on Discord, but that's not 120,000 engaged Solana buyers. Definitely not. There's probably like 20,000 in there that are actually buyers. The rest are bots. So this brings us to phase 2 of this video, which is really what I want to cover right now is the power of branding. One thing that we can learn from Trippin Ape is how to use storytelling to fortify the brand. And I want you really to pay attention to this section right here. So where they have under the announcements, they have the lore, they have Trolls' journal, they have Trolls' transmission. And as you can see, everything about this project is geared towards pushing their story. So what is the code of the trolls? Trust the process. Apes ascend as one, spread the mission. Really creating a cult-like following. Trolls' journal, this was something very powerful. It creates a sense of mystery. Who is Trolls? What is this? What are we talking about? Then we have Trolls' transmission. Again, something related to like maybe secret messages. Is there anything secret that's being transmitted right here that I need to know that might get me a whitelist? So all that mystery that is building up is getting people curious, is getting people to come back to the project. Now let's go to their website. And again, I want to show you how everything they're pushing on their website, this is not a cult. Everything they're pushing, the story so far, boom, the story, the storyboard elements, principles of being part of the cult, community, identity, and innovation. Trolls' journal, you could even download that and go through it. Trolls disciples, everything about this project is geared towards the storytelling element. And there was no talk about utility. Look at the website. I don't see any utility up here. I don't see much emphasis on the team. Most of the emphasis is on the story. And that really brings us to the principle that people unite around you not because of what you're selling them, but because why you're selling it to them. Now, the final thing before we leave this video is I want to talk to you about the last principle, which is a bonus. And this is something I've been seeing a lot of projects that are very successful. They all hit this specific point, which is the power of rumor and controversy in the NFT space. This one actually deserves a story. So about a week before the mint of Trippin Ape, I was with one of my agency clients. We were working on their marketing strategy. And the first thing he tells me when he hops on the call with me is, hey, Leon, have you heard? I'm like, no, what are you talking about? He says, man, I think Trippin Ape are minting at 20 Solana. There, I look at him, I'm like, there's no way they're going to pull that off. It turns out, a week before the mint, there was a rumor that started spreading in the NFT space that Trippin Ape was going to be pulling off a mint of 20 Solana. It's hard to tell where this rumor originated from, if it was created from the Trippin Ape team or from random people in the community. But I do want to show you right now, we're going to go on Twitter, how much conversation that created on Twitter amongst people, amongst influencers, and amongst investors, and how that really propelled their brand in the last minute. All right, so here we are, guys. So for example, why is everyone saying that Trippin Ape mint is 20 Solana? The fuck? I ain't touching it if it's more than 4, He's the co-founder of Trippin Ape. After reading this tweet, I expect 20 plus Sol mint for Trippin. Word in the DAO is Trippin Ape mint is 20 Solana. This guy heard this from his DAO on Discord. So people were like as deep as you can get within the community. People were talking about that. people be debating if Trippin Ape minting at 20 Sol should be justified. In my opinion, even Duppies, I don't know how to pronounce that, minting at 2022 Solana in the play to bring new people in the DeGods NFT ecosystem. 20 Sol mint price. What the fuck? Stop at Trippin Apes. And right here we have SolHub, one of the big influencers in the space, tweet, would you be okay with Trippin Ape being a 20 Sol mint? Do you think it's even a 20 Sol mint? I don't expect anything. You see, so it got conversation going, got people talking about the project right here. Would you buy whitelist for 20 Sol? So people were like talking about the project. And this is something we saw with the last 2 case studies that were made with Art of Mob. Great case study. I would recommend you to watch it. They had a big controversy going when they announced a mint price of 25 Sol, and then it was actually a free mint. And they coordinated that with Magic Eden. Primates, again, a second case study that was done. They had a lot of people kind of hate on them, FUD on them, and all that did create good publicity. There's no such thing as bad publicity. So that's pretty much it, guys. To summarize, the 3 principles that we can learn from Trippin Ape Tribe is number 1, the power of connections. Number 2, the power of storytelling in the NFT space. And number 3, which is the power of rumor and controversy in this space. I hope you guys learned a lot from this video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and a comment behind. Helps the channel grow. And if you need help with your marketing or still have any questions for us, feel free to book a call with us. One of myself or my team members will be there to bring value to you and your project. All right, guys, I'll be seeing you in the next video. Take care.